Always gotta move this broody hen. I'm back out here in the sun again. This time, well, actually, I am going to go ahead and just harvest all the peppers because I really need to go ahead and work on this bed. I pulled up the green bean plants. What I basically did was just pulled it up from the bottom so that it can dry out, just like I did with the melons. And then once all the stems dry over the trellises, I can then pull them off easier, because right now they're just intertwined and it's just too much for me to do that. So then that back bed will be cleared because I'll take that trellis down and then I can start planting back there. I'm still going to leave the cucumbers, I'm still going to leave the tomatoes, but I am going to clear out all these peppers back here. And I did go and pick up a tray of started plants so I can get the fall garden started, but then I'm going to also direct sow some things and start some seed so that I can put in another half of the fall garden later. What really happened is I wanted to keep the peppers in until the first frost, but I have limited space and I really wanted to get as many plants for the fall garden in as possible, just because my family eats a lot of greens, and last year, although I did really good, I would like to do a whole lot better with my greens and fall vegetables. So the peppers had to go. So look at this guy here. Here was another hornworm, and it's pretty much dead at this point. The hornworms, or the wasp, will lay eggs on the hornworms, and the larva will eat the hornworm from the inside out and kill them. So at this point, there's no point in me taking it off and feeding it to the chickens. It's dead. But this little guy was on my peppers. It didn't look like it got a chance to eat anything because none of my stems were bare. So it must have gotten, oh, it's still moving. It's not completely dead yet, but it's getting there. It's moving very slow, if you can see. Very slow. I'm gonna leave it. I don't know what was attacking me, but I should have known better than to wear the bright colors. Over the summertime, I learned my lesson that bright colors and flowery clothes do not mix. The pollinators and the bees would come for me every time. And it's bad enough I have that red hair, that bright red hair. I should have known better. Just be mindful, y'all. So this has some sun scorching, and then it's like really mushy. Like, this is really mushy. So I probably wouldn't have used this anyway. So these are all the peppers that I got off of the remaining plants. They're all green. Some of them are like, you know, we're about to ripen. So they're gonna probably sit on the counter for at least a day or two anyway. So those that were starting to ripen might ripen. The rest of all of these are gonna go into salsa basically. I'm just gonna use them all for salsa. I'm going to make a bunch of salsa, and it'll be a variety of peppers. I got a few jalapenos that I know are going to be spicy. And in the groups that I'm in, I've had a lot of people ask what these are. and they will post pictures. So it's cracking like this. Sometimes it's water. We have had a lot of rain, and a lot of rain will cause cracking and then the scarring over top of them. Some people say these make them even spicier. To me, they're spicy anyway. But they said it means they're spicier. This really just comes from a lot of water, the skin cracking, and then scabbing over. So yeah. So that's all I'm gonna do in this heat. What I'm going to probably do now is take these inside, wash them off real good, and maybe put them in the fridge just to keep them okay, or set them on the counter. I haven't really decided. It depends on how much space I have, until I get the tomatoes this weekend to make the salsa. And I'm gonna leave these tomatoes here because I might get a harvest, I don't know. But I will start to amend the soil on this side, probably this afternoon or this weekend, because I still have that bed over there that I gotta plant the carrots and the beets in like now. So I'm gonna do that first. And then I'm gonna put the started plants I got from the nursery sometime this weekend right here. I only got a few things like some kale, some mustard. I got a lot of lettuce. So the lettuce is gonna go in that kiddie pool back there. But I didn't get a whole lot of the greens because I wasn't sure if I was gonna put it in this bed or that bed or split them up or what I was gonna do. I didn't make that decision until this morning. So I'll go back and get some more, and I'll spread them out a little bit, and then I'll also start some seed in the garage to where I can put them in the other bed once that gets cleared up. So until next time, God bless you.